Hey, welcome. I'm Lisa Natoli. Thank you so much for being here on my YouTube channel. I have new content every Tuesday. And if you like what you hear and see here, just hit the subscribe button and you will receive updates whenever I post. So I'm here in Florida. I'm in Deerfield Beach, Florida with my husband, Bill Free. We're visiting his kids and grandkids. It's the first time we've traveled in 2.5 years, which is just like crazy to me. And it's really been fun for me to be around these kids. And today's video is inspired by the littlest ones. And the age is almost 3 and almost 5. And the topic for today is, what if you stop trying to change your experience? Because so often as adults, we picked up this idea of positive affirmations and visualization, that we can have these practices that change our experience. We think, I don't like this experience, I don't like this pain, I have this obstacle, I have this difficulty. And we learned that we can try to get into the feeling or the experience that we want, and that it will manifest. And it's interesting watching little kids because they don't do that. And it's just been amazing to me to remember what it was like to live in the moment, and to be so aware of things that are happening. Like, I was walking down the street with Bill and his daughter Lindsay, and she has a little girl. She's almost 3 years old. And Bill, Lindsay, and I were just talking, walking down the street. And there's just a lot of activity here in South Florida, lots of people, lots of music. And Macy was holding our hands, but she's aware of other things around us, and she immediately stops, and she's looking across the street, and she starts dancing on the sidewalk. And I was like, that's amazing. Like, when did we stop being aware of music and break out spontaneously and dance? And, I was thinking about how life is really a period, or an ever unfolding process of growth and expansion. And it does have pain and obstacles and difficulties. And where did we ever pick up the idea that life isn't supposed to have obstacles? Like, somewhere there's some fairy tale idea that we should have this smooth experience that's just never has a bump, or like when the road goes left when we want it to go right. It's just how life is. And like, we all went through puberty, and it's painful. The body's changing, and you start to feel some discomfort, and you just know it's just how it is, and you go through it. But in life, as we start to grow older, we think, this shouldn't be happening, I don't like this, whatever it is, whether it's your job, relationship, sickness, pain. And then the mind starts trying to figure out how you caused it and how you can change the situation. What if you stopped all of that? What if you stopped with positive affirmations, and you stopped with visualizing a future for a different experience? You'd just be here. You'd be here in the moment. And that's what's been interesting about watching these kids, because the kids also, already at this age, do have certain things they want to go differently. Like, you can see it. You can see that they want a certain food item, or they're starting to fight over a toy. So we're already picking up these things where we remember an experience and we want it again. But mostly what's happening with them, as I'm observing them, is if if they can't get what they want, they definitely do not start doing positive affirmations and visualization. Can you imagine a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old doing positive affirmations and visualization? We'd be like, that's wrong. What's up with this? Like them going and sitting over in a chair and starting to imagine that they're able to, go into the water or do something that we're telling them they can't do. Kids don't do that. But what happens is if they can't have something they want, there's this moment where they pause. It is a moment where it looks like there's a confusion, and they accept that they can't do the thing they want to do in that moment. And there's this space. It's this beautiful, quiet space where they just are so present, and the attention goes somewhere else, and they like maybe pick up a bucket and start playing in the sand. Something happens in that space, that quiet, empty space, and that's available to all of us. Where if we can just accept the moment as it is and stop wishing it was something else and just stay so present and just be like, okay, here I am. Something happens in that space, and that's a direct experience that everyone is available to everyone, and that everyone needs to experience directly on their own. It's not something I can talk about. It's not something I can tell you what it's like, but you will experience it. Whenever you have pain, or there's an obstacle or a difficulty, or something's just not going the way you want it to go, it's this total welcoming. That's a word I always talk about. Welcoming everything exactly as it is, and just going with the flow of the thing. Saying, okay, this is just happening right now. This is what it is. Watching the thoughts for, I don't like this, I don't want this, I wish something else was happening. But I can tell you, the more and more that you practice this, the more that you will notice that you're not doing positive affirmations. You're not trying to make the situation or experience change. You no longer, and this is the biggest gift ever, is you're going to notice that you're no longer trying to figure out why the experience is happening. You will not go hunting in the past for like why you experience sickness or pain or difficulties. It'll be the end of that. It's just like, okay, I can't pay this bill. Okay, I have this pain. Okay, this isn't going the way I thought it was going to go, but here I am. Here I am in this moment. And you just can take a breath. You can pause. You can stop. Be present here. And you will be dancing in the street. You will. You'll hear the music again. You'll be aware of things that you're not aware of while the mind is busy trying to figure out why things are going the way they're going. And there will be joy. There will be peace. There will be presence. And so I invite you to take a little holiday, just wherever you are. Just allow yourself to just be right here, right wherever that is in the moment. And it's just a gift. And so I thank you for watching. And if you like what you see here, I invite you to check out my website, lisanatoli.com. I have an 8-week online program called The Healing Cure. It's available whenever you're ready. And it really is just exactly what I'm sharing here is a way to stop trying to have a different experience and experience the gifts and the beauty that's here now. I love you. Thank you so much for watching.